Hello everyone, my name is DustInLint and welcome back to some more Oxygen Not Included, where previously we left off with us starting on individual rooms for our buddies here. How's our oxygen situation looking like? It is, other than right down here, pretty darn fantastic. And what do I have that at? 25%? 25% as the warning message there is sufficient, I would say. Things that I would like to do other than obviously research everything because I'm a grandmaster at researching, apparently. I would like to maybe access this water source here because that's a nice little pocket of water as well. It's like what, few thousand kilograms. Also, all of this coal and copper ore would be lovely to have as well, along with some gold amalgam. Gold amalgam, I remember being huge for me later on down the road. Now my question is, how much longer is it going to take to get all this stuff here done? And also, where am I currently storing copper? That's organic. Seed. Agriculture. Nutrition. Raw mineral. Raw metal. Raw metal I think I should put at a 6 as well, so that way we aren't just wasting it, potentially. I also think we might need another storage area here pretty soon, if I'm being 100% honest. And let's see here. Are these technically rooms now? These are now barracks. Very small barracks. 1, 2. In fact, I think I made them potentially a little too small. Oh, no, it's 15 tiles, so it's large enough. I was meaning to make it 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I was meaning to make them slightly larger, but this'll do, donkey. This'll do. What are we working on right now? Right now, I think we got some automation. Yeah, we have some automation stuff, sort of, eventually on the go. Right now, it's... well, that's a bunch of chlorine gas, eh? Might not want to crack that open. Unreachable build. We'll deconstruct that one tile right there. And then, I'm hoping this next batch of duplicants will actually provide us with someone who can cook. So that way, that's one less thing I have to worry about in the long term. Yeah, keep dumping the bad water down there. Stress is still at an all-time low. It's only Ada who is really stressed out. Out of anyone here. Let's get a quick, like... my god, I am masterful. Generic sensors. Refined objects. Fire pole. Temp shift plate. Accelerates or buffers heat dispersal depending on the construction material used. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. Healthcare would also be nice. Decontamination, I think, kills a significant amount of germs present on raw ore. I think that or distillation, I think one of those two things are what we should go for next. Oh, clothing would be nice as well, but no. I think distillation, big boon for us. Turn our bad water into good water. Turn slime into algae eventually. Then we can work on some of this other stuff like better power regulation, such. Distillation, no breathing. Yeah, we'll go for that. I was going to look at our power overlay, and I was going to go down to 2 speed over the day here. So right now, let's do some maths. Right now, that's basically not draining at all, which I love. Still have unrefrigerated food, but that's just that little bit in there, which is fine. Now, why isn't that getting built? That's still an unreachable build. We need like one more ladder there. Is that all that is going on with that? We'll see. If that's the case. I'm hoping that's the case. And then people can have their own individual rooms. They can feel better about themselves in the long run. We did get Apothecary. Produces medicine to cure most basic diseases. Now, is that unreachable? That is no longer unreachable. Lovely. I do think we will build the Apothecary. It does require power as well. Does it use power while we're not using it? Is my big question. I guess we'll find out. Feels like we're also starting to kind of run out of... No, that still is like oxygen rich. Also, maybe an airflow tile like right around here would not be a bad idea. Because I could hook this up. Please turn off that overlay, and I would like the power overlay here. Like, that's the thing though. I don't know if this is going to use up power constantly or only when it's in use. If it's only when it's in use, I don't care if what else is going on with that. How's our decor in these rooms? Like, not great, but also not terrible at the same time. So, like, sure. We'll build some more blank canvases in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if we make another set of rooms here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 with a roof tile. That shouldn't break into the chlorine here. Which, that I am a big fan of. What are these palm lilies? Or balm lilies? Balm lilies produce balm lily flowers, a lovely bloom with medical properties. Hey now, he's a rock star. He might get his game on. Go play. Lauren is asleep. That is fine. We really should try and mine out some more copper as well. Just a matter of figuring out the best way of going about that. Which, as much as I hate to say it, I think is over the piss-filled road over here. I'm building like a tunnel down and excavating. Is that the right way of going about that word? Excavating? I think that's the right way. 2, 3, 4, 5. We will also take 1, 2, 4. This should be fine. This should honestly be fine. Is this currently draining power? It is currently draining, or is it draining power? What's consumed? That's only when it's active, right? Right? Circuit status. What about... Oh, this is like out of power. That needs to be a 7. Someone needs to be on top of that. Thank you, myself, for being the hero we need. Not the hero we deserve. Skill increase. My athletics has increased to 10. Remember that time when we were actually in the negatives for athletics at the very start of this series? Oh boy, was that a time. Boy, oh boy, was that a time. Now, are we gonna give, like, one person a super luxurious... a super luxurious room here? That's a very good question. I do not know if I will be doing that or not. Someone's gonna be sleeping with, some hatches up here too that are currently trapped in there. That's another thing I should look into is... What was the research again? It was, animal control. Aerial creature lure. Attracts airborne creatures of a single type when set with the correct bait. Creature relocare releases trapped creatures back into the world. Can be used multiple times. Captures a living creature for transport. So we can essentially with this make a hatch coal facility, possibly even over here. I'll have to think about that though. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that should be good enough. And then, oh, we have a new duplicant ready. Choose a duplicant. Cooking. No one's good at cooking again. God. One of these days, though. One of these days, someone is bound to be good at cooking. Ladders. All the way down to, like... I don't think we need to go quite this far. But we also did finish some more research. So, what did we finish there? We finished distillation. Now that is an interesting one. We're going to be able to do some good stuff with that. If we... actually, what's our algae situation like right now anyways? 6.6 tons? I think that's a lot? How much do these use? They use, like, using algae 183.3 grams per second. What's their maximum? Looks like maybe 50 kilograms is their max. Coal generator, algae. Our consumers. Oh, that's energy. Germs. Details. Heat capacity. None of that is what I want, but I'm going to assume it's 50 kilograms, which 50 kilograms to me equals we don't have to worry about algae, therefore other things as of quite yet. So instead, and this might sound a little silly, although we might want the ore scrubber. What about brute force refinement? It produces sand from raw minerals and efficiently produces refined metals from raw metal ore. We might want a rock granulator. That might not be a bad idea. So maybe that's where we'll repurpose our old bedroom area for the rock granulator, among other things. I would really like to get smelting so that way we can significantly increases duplicant run speed. Ooh, I like the sound of that a whole lot. Even if the decor is actually horrid. Yes, we still have unrefrigerated food. Yes, I understand. I don't think... Oh, we should really put seeds away, right? That's fertilizer. That's seeds. Like, let's just put seeds away. Am I right or am I right? And then oxygen. Not a lot of oxygen has reached up here quite yet, but I think it's slowly but surely pushing it up this way. Slowly, but surely pushing it up this way. I think. We might need some more oxygen generation so it actually does push all the way up here. We'll figure that out. So people are busy moving around. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still pretty slow. It would help if I just got rid of any injuries. Like, why am I hurt? Like, I am ever so slightly injured. Take care of that. Be gone, thought. There we go. No longer injured. What? So, placebo. All-purpose medicine. Requires water and sand. Alleviates all diseases. Applies the placebo effect. The general all-purpose medicine. The less you know about, the better it works. Vitamin Choose. Improves immune system strength. Coal and balm lily flower. Immune booster. Energy. Are we stored, produced, consumed? So it's consumed a total of 60 watts. Or potential. Okay, so we're getting to the point where we might want another battery system here as well, which kind of frustrates me that we need another one already, but at the same time I'm glad I recognize this now rather than later. I should maybe add, like, it's gonna be bad for decor. I really think maybe airflow tiles, like, in each of those rooms would not be a terrible idea. Because already, like, the rooms, they're pretty dang nice other than all the junk in them. Which really I should clean up. I'm being 100% honest. Man, more sand, eh? Food, oh right, yeah, just more of that food, which, again, hopefully sooner rather than later, two speed for the day. And it's almost nighttime anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Because in the end, it doesn't even matter. Okay, go up to speed 3 for overnight. 0 stress, I love seeing that. The only issue is, like, okay, so, oxygen. See, just even putting those airflow tiles in made it so much more breathable in those rooms, which I love. I love that. Yeah, I'm gonna be on top of that copper duty. I'm gonna be on top of that copper duty. And by copper, I mean coal. Oxygen. Yeah, that's super breathable. It's almost very breathable, which I like that. So you know what? You can have that bed. You can have that bed. You can have that bed. And you can have that bed. Is someone else currently using that bed? I don't think anyone else is currently using that bed. Let's deconstruct all of these beds. It might not be a bad idea to keep those paintings there unless maybe the rock granulator is too large. The rock granulator is too large. So we will deconstruct one of the Mona Lisas. That is most unfortunate. What did I just finish building here? Temp shift plate and... Right, so that was the one thing. What does this use? Accelerates or buffers heat depending on... It's a small area of effect. Core plus 10%. Overheat temperature plus 15%. plus 15%. Missing details. Ooh, that actually has slow heating. So that would heat slower. It also has very bad decor. It doesn't have any decor bonuses or positives or negatives, I should say. One bathroom is out of commission. Oh, right, I should also research stuff. Because that's my only purpose right now, apparently. Metal refinery. Yes, I think we do want a metal refinery as well. So, what's the issue here? The issue is we are going to have another power system here very, very soon. Especially if I'm going to be having this rock granulator here. The water sieve as well. It's going to be a bit of an issue. Oh, no, I didn't finish more research, did I? I don't think I finished more research. Where are we going to put this water sieve? I guess we could, like, have the first part of it here, so that way it's not as long of a transfer from... And there is enough room here. So that's the output on that side. Oh, no, no. Okay. But do I want the... I almost want the... You know what? Yeah, I like the look of that. That's fine, as is. That's not connected to power. Fine with me. Fine with me for the time being. Oh, look at that breathability. It is very breathable already. I love that. Slowly but surely making progress down that way. Oh, yeah, we'll go up to speed 3. I should clean up Lauren's little area there a bit. I should also have maybe some storage containers here. It's going to be ugly as sin, but just a small price to pay. So, like, maybe we can put... Oh, again, I don't want to be using that for raw metal. So maybe raw mineral can go there, as well as maybe... Oh, that produces sand, right? Yeah, that produces sand. Yeah, that produces sand. So maybe we can have sand in, like, these two. Then we'll just clean up Lauren's room a little bit because, again, ugly as sin with all of that junk in there. I didn't mean to press escape. That's my bad. And again, slowly but surely, we are getting a very clean, effective base here. Slowly but surely. Anything else that needs to be cleaned up? Not immediately, at least. I would say. Oh, and we're so close to that next dupe. Gotta love them dupes. What do we have in there? Organic? Polluted dirt. Right, which ideally... Oh, and you know what? Rot pile. Rot pile can go in there as well. What am I thinking? Of course rot pile can go in there. And hopefully with the 2 tiles there and the 2 tiles there, that shouldn't get so thick and heavy that it breaks through and floods everything down here at some point. So let's see here. we have finished more research. Metal produces refined metals from raw metal ore. Oh, baby. It's huge, but I love it. It is huge, but I love it. Which means we are going to have to get rid of the Mona Lisa as well, I think? We're going to have to get rid of some things. But also, I should research. What would I like to have next? Possibly fossil fuels converts natural gas into electric power. Converts crude oil into petroleum and natural gas. Converts petroleum into electrical power. I see where this is going. I see where this is going. I think I do definitely want fossil fuels as well. We may as well deconstruct like all those. I hate it, but we may as well deconstruct all those. How's our coal situation looking? Not amazing. No doubt about that. Man, it takes so long to deconstruct a painting for whatever reason. Not entirely sure why that's the case. Decor. Yeah, it's still, like, not great in there, just because of all the junk in there, but we're working on that. Insufficient oxygen generation. Only consumed more oxygen than we produced. Excuse me? Yeah, it's not quite as breathable up there now. I wonder what's going on with that. We will obviously need another algae deoxidizer? Yeah, another algae deoxidizer eventually. But for the time being, I think we're fine with that. Metal binary as well. 1.2 kilowatts. And it requires liquid. And produces a bunch of heat. Okay, that's an interesting one. We'll have to look at that in a bit. Choose a duplicate. Cooking. Two cooking. It is a mouth breather. Ugh. Reject all. How much is it to ask for one person who's good at cooking? That's all I ask. One person who's good at cooking. Is that so much to ask for? And we're okay, yeah. Use the washroom. At least they're washing their hands before they hatch. It's great. Solid coal and is waste and may covered by digging up unburied. They increased the core. They actually increased the core. Genetic ooze as primary elements. Now that's something I did not consider. The fact that a hatch apparently gives a bonus decor? Like, what is actually going on with that? This is madness, but this is also Sparta. Yeah, so this is a weird one. This is a weird one. So, details. Mass, temperature, energy. I guess I need to look at what all it does. Okay. In refinement first. Not metal. I'm looking for... Not granulator. Insufficient materials? Are we actually just... Okay, 240 watts. That's not terrible. That's like a fifth... No, a quarter of a power grid source. Which isn't amazing, don't get me wrong. But it's not terrible at the same time. So, that's 240 there. Water sieve is another 120, so that brings this up to 360. I could probably hook this up as well. 120 brings us up to 480, so like half of a power grid when it's active, which ideally it wouldn't be active all the time, but oh, and then we also need to think about water pumps as well. Pumps, plumbing. Yeah, we need more copper badly as well, I just realized. 240 watts. Okay, so it would basically be like one liquid pump plus those three things. And then we need to have heavy watt wires going to that guy, though. Because on its own, it uses up like 1.2 kilowatts, which is insane. Like, absolutely insane. Significantly slows upward climbing. So, I guess maybe the benefit of that would be... I would like you to dig that. And, we can start on our janky ladder system here to start mining out stuff. So, I would like to mine out all this, so, like... dig, like, up to there. Because I would like the algae. Then, we are finished. More research. Alright, the generators, which I still need more other resources for. Oh, that's sand, eh? It's a bunch of sand. Also, this video is going on for quite some time. This will have to be the last day, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll dig that out. Probably uproot that. And we're gonna have a pretty big ladder system going on here. Not gonna lie. So you know what? We don't even need those ladders there. Just need to dig that out. And then we'll ladder up this way. I guess we'll need to uproot and uproot. And then we will... Right, I should actually just end the episode here, though. That's what I really should do. Do I want to be digging that far out? I don't think I want to be digging quite that far with that, which is a good thing I noticed that right then and there. What else is going on here? Uproot that, whatever that is. Delete that. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. If you made it to this point in the video, feel free to support in the form of a like. It helps me out a lot and shows that you want to continue to watch this series. And if you want to see more videos like this one, you can always subscribe to my channel to be notified whenever I upload any new content, whether it's of this or of any other kind. Awaiting coolant? Is that the input? I guess you need cool liquid going in as well. Man, that's a wild machine. And it still outputs like a butt ton of heat. Again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time in Oxygen Not Included. Goodbye for... Oh, what is going on with our oxygen, though? For real. Bye for now.